For this project, I'm going to be comparing Quinn's decision in American Boys to using plastic water bottles. Quinn's decision has two sides to it. He can decide to either accept the police how they are, or he can decide to push for police reform and try to help change the police for the better. And similarly to the plastic water bottle, there's two sides. We could either accept the plastic water bottle for how it is and its convenience, or we can change the way we look at plastic water bottles and help try to move progress forward for the better. The first choice for Quinn and the first choice for using plastic water bottles is clearly the easier one. It's easier to keep things how they are than to fight for progress. And to fight for progress, you're going to have really tough discussions. And while we sit here now, content with what's going on, many of us won't have to face or see the repercussions for our decisions now in the future, no matter how small these little decisions may seem. Quinn, on the other hand, got to have an insight in what his decisions are causing. So rather than sitting back and relaxing in his hammock like he once was, he got to see what was on the other side of the iceberg and what the ugly truth truly had. With Quinn now knowing justice had to be served, but clearly seeing that there was no justice in sight, he knew he could no longer just sit back and ignore what was going on in front of him, just like many people are doing today with plastic water bottles. He knew if he could make people realize what was going on, he could get more people to choose the path to justice. But this decision for justice had a whole other element for Quinn. This was because the cop they were taking a stand against was no other than his best friend's brother and his own father figure. Quinn now had to decide to either just use the water bottle because it is personally more convenient to him and everyone around him at home is using it, or to take a stand and go against what everyone else was telling him. He decided to do just that. Rather than blindly listen to his friends and family, he decided to take a stand and go against everyone else. Just like with the issue of plastic waste, Quinn said, "Maybe we had to talk about the tough shit out loud. Otherwise, we'd just keep lying to each other all the time. Lying. Paul wasn't the only one." This decision was going against the very colonial values we as a nation has always had. Rather than sitting back and being scared of the powers that took up his life, Quinn decided to dare greatly and go behind their backs, all for the justice for Rashad. And while his journey to helping for justice certainly had its issues in the way, he was ultimately able to help take a stand. Just as we should decide like Quinn to push to change social norms, we too could achieve a much cleaner environment with the right choices.